Hello everyone, welcome back. For those of you who just joined in the channel, I'm Arthur P. Land, the Confidence Man. Today I'm going to be discussing how I sold my first 2,000 copies of my books to an elementary school. This is such an amazing story and I didn't even know this was going to happen. It just happened so randomly, but that just goes to show when you're putting yourself out there to be successful, the success comes to you. Opportunities opens up. So let's get into the story. Before we jump in the story, like the video and subscribe. If you haven't seen my video on how I made over 30K a month just from TikTok, go watch that video after this. Now let's get into it. How I sold 2,000 copies to an elementary school. When I was first selling my books, I was not only just selling it online. I was not only just selling it through social media. I was not only just selling it through TikTok. I was not only just selling it through my website. I was actually going to different flea markets, farmers markets, and also any other place where I could be a vendor, post up with a table, with a 6-foot table, with a tablecloth, and have my books stationed out for sale. This is actually how I end up running into someone who's actually in charge of buying books for their school. The lady came by. First, she was just walking. But with me, you have to understand that you have to actually take initiative to bring people to you. So she was walking by and I stopped her. I was like, hey, how you doing? You want to come check out my book? And then I said, this book is focused on building kids' confidence and self-esteem. That caught her attention. She came. She started talking to me. I was telling her about my books, telling her about how I started. I created the book about a few years ago, but I was so nervous about putting it out there to the world because before I wrote my first book, which is Promises to ABCs, I never wrote a book before. My English is horrible. My grammar is terrible, but I still had the idea and the concept in my head, so I wanted to get it out. So once I got the book out, I was just nervous to show anybody. And so that's why it took me so long to first start putting my book out there. I shared my story with her and she understood. She read the book, she loved it so much. So she not only wanted to buy one copy, she said, how fast do you think you can get me 2,000 copies of this book? And I was completely mind blown because that was the biggest order at the time that I've ever had. I said 2,000, but I had to play it cool. I was like, I'll show her my excitement, but I didn't just like freak out because I always like to play things very smooth, very cool, with confidence. So I was like, wow, okay. Give me such and such amount of time. So I provided her a time frame which I knew I would be able to fulfill the order. So instead of saying, okay, I can get it tomorrow, I gave her a realistic time frame on when the books will be there. I got her contact information and I followed up with her the next day, say, hey, this is how you can go ahead and pay. I sent her my Square where she could pay with her card and she paid it. And when that money hit, oh my God, I was ecstatic. I was speechless. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know what to say because it was just something that I just never expected to happen. This is the reason why I encourage all of you self-published authors to go and be vendors at places. Go and constantly put yourself out there. Tell people about your book. Tell people about the concept. You never know who you're talking to. You never know what opportunity could open up just from speaking to that person. So every single person you run into, I challenge you to talk to them, to get to know them, to share with them your story and share with them about your book and your concept. Thank you guys so much for watching and thank you guys for being a part of my journey and allowing me to share my story with you guys. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I'm constantly sharing tips for self-published authors and I'm going to be continuously keeping you guys updated on my journey to 100 books. So far, I'm at 3 books. All of my books are back there. I got Promises to ABCs, the blue one. I Am Amazing, Just the Way I Am, the green one. And my third one, which is called Not Fancy, but It's Mine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.